This might be a bit tricky today. Nice looking ute though. Oh, that's better. Now I can actually see where I'm going. Oh. What is that? It's like a hose reel. Something. Could be like a... maybe it was like a table base or something. Let's get some speed up. Apparently there's snakes at the golf course. I think they had a notice up at the golf club warning people about it. Oh, this is new. They got themselves a driveway. Ugh, bugs. It's like a swarm of them I just flew through. I wonder if that kookaburra is going to be here. He was here the other day. I could hear him. It's one of these trees he likes hanging out in. I think it's this one. He's not there yet. He's out doing kookaburra stuff. Oh, maybe, no, it was this one here. Yeah. I don't see him up there. We're just doing a short ride today. My leg's still sore from Sunday. Which reminds me, I gotta figure out where I'm going on the weekend.
Beautifully said, Lagas.
Hey dude, how you doing? I had to wait a little bit, otherwise that lady would think I'm speaking to her.
Beautifully said, no mods. Guest chat can go wild.
Yep. It's no man's land. Anything goes here at the moment, within reason. Yeah, I got my bike back together. It's all fixed now. And it rides good. I had to true the front wheel myself. I figured out how.
Beautifully said, moist.
Oh, you keep that up.
Beautifully said, Muahaha, feel my craziness.
Keep that up and you earn yourself a VIP badge, buddy. So that's the thing, like, I myself am a bit of a troll. So in order to piss me off, you've got to outdo what I would normally do. And that's kind of hard. Yeah, I got my bike running good now.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, that's it. I ended up tensioning the spokes the right way. Because what I did was I set them all to the same setting. And it just bent the wheel. So then I went through and did them all properly and I got it bent back into shape and it rides really good now.
Beautifully said, what happened to the wheel?
Yeah, it got bent.
Beautifully said, did I miss something?
Oh man, it was like a whole thing. from not the last stream, but the one before that. I was riding and I could hear my wheel was making funny noises from the front. I'm like, oh, that's odd. I thought it was the shocks, maybe the head stem. It was the wheel. The spoke tension was too low. So we've got the tools to tighten all that stuff up at home. So I go tighten up the back. It was only the front that had a problem, but I figured, might as well do them both. So I start doing the back, and one of them is like really low tension. I'm like, oh, that's odd, this one needs to be tightened up a bit. And then on the first like half turn, it just snapped. So I'm like, oh shit. I don't know. Oh, and we've got spare wheels at home with other spokes. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could borrow one of those and pop it in. But because it's on the rear, you've got the all the gears in the way. You can't poke it through. And I don't have the tool to take off the all the gears.
I should pop out my book for the Kawi and check mine's NGL.
Oh man, it's busy here. Might have to wait a little bit to cross over. Yeah, so I ended up taking it to the bike store. And they went ahead and fixed it. And they quoted me. I asked them, like, oh, how much is it? They're like, oh, it's about $27 to do the spoke and true the wheel. I asked them, I'm like, how much for just the spoke? And they're like, oh no, you have to true the wheel too. I'm like, all right, fair enough, do it. And then I go in the next day, and they're like, oh, that'll be $39. I'm like, what? I was quoted 27. And they're like, oh no, there were 3 spokes that had to be replaced. I'm thinking, oh fuck now. You know, like what can you do? At that point, you just pay it. And then, yeah, got it back on the bike.
Said, not entirely unreasonable, but it adds up FS.
Yeah. No, my rule of thumb is if you're going to charge someone more than you quote, you tell them first. You get their permission. You don't just go ahead and do it, even if it is a small amount.
Said, I mean, you could have called me.
Exactly. Also, they're meant to call you when they've done the job. It had been done in the morning. They didn't message me. I had to call them. So they're a bit slack like that. So
Music said, exactly.
I got the wheel back, put it on the bike, went for a ride. That was the big one that I did on Sunday. And the front wheel is wobbling around like crazy. I'm like, oh man, I don't have to pay them to fix that too. So I went on YouTube and I figured out how to do it myself. And yeah, it's good now. It takes a bit of patience to figure it out, but once you've got it, it's easy. And yeah, now it rides really good. I cleaned the chain and put some more lube on it. And yeah.
Music said, is that the only bike shop near you?
Yeah, they are. They basically got a monopoly. So, I don't know, my gut tells me they did that because I asked how much to do just the spoke. And they're like, oh, fuck this guy, we're going to charge him more. So I will be very cautious about sending my bike there.
Music said, yeah, that's how they get away with crap like that.
Yep. It would have been cheaper had I just bought the tool online, bought the spoke online and done it myself. So I might end up doing that in the future. But yeah, I'm glad I figured out how to do it myself. Bike ride's really good now, it feels nice and solid. We got a gauge, a tension gauge.
Music said, good news is, bikes are super simple devices.
Yeah, sort of. They are simple, but they're also full of proprietary tooling that you need.
Music said, you've got more than enough brain needs to do it all yourself.
Oh yeah, easy. But I don't have all the tools to do it myself because all the bikes use proprietary bits. Like I couldn't take the rear freewheel off, the cassette, because it needs a bespoke tool just to take it off. But, you know, it might be worth just grabbing one of them in the future. Oh, and then when I got the wheel off, it's got bearings in it, and I knocked one loose. I'm like, ah, shit, I don't want to have to redo all these. So I sort of like prodded it back where it's meant to go. It's covered in the grease.
Said, yeah, I despise proprietary nonsense myself.
Oh yeah, it's used everywhere. It's used more and more now, just as an excuse for people to like have to pay someone else to do it. Like Nintendo have proprietary screws on all their like consoles and cartridges. It's like a tri-head screw. It's like just use a Phillips head, man. The irony being a Phillips head is also a proprietary design, but it's the common one. It's one everyone uses. Oh, and the other day,
Beauty Place said, I have a set of those.
yeah, the tri-head ones. I've got to get a set. I think we've got some somewhere, but I'll need them. I've got a clear Game Boy I want to restore. Put like an IPS screen into it.
Beauty Place said, wait, you guys have Philips.
Yeah, we got Phillips heads.
It's not all JIS there.
It's mostly Phillips heads here. They're the most common, Phillips head and flathead.
Beauty Place said, crazy.
Rides like a dream. Yeah, the other day when
Beauty Place said, I figured Philips was purely Imperial stuff.
no, it's used for a lot of stuff. Like we still have
Beauty
Imperial
Place
stuff
said,
here.
which,
Yeah,
Ozylandia, UK blood, I guess that makes sense.
it's just very common. Yeah, I accidentally smudged my my camera lens on the way home the other day, just after you left. So I didn't know about it until I got home. It's funny, I'm saying, oh, there's always something wrong on the stream that I can fix in the moment. And yep, at that very moment, the screen was smudged. So, note to self, pay attention to that in the future. Just like, I just gotta wipe it more. Or if I'm like touching the phone anywhere near it, just give it a quick clean.
Beauty Place said, then, there's that one British plus sign. Robertson, or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
What you do is you just use a Phillips head until you round it off, and then you put a real Phillips head in. Yeah, I got started a little bit later today. It's funny, as I was getting set up, Jonan's strain was in the starting soon page. So I got first on that, and then I just headed off, and I got mine going. I should have got started a little earlier. But like I went out before, it was like, I don't know, 5:30.
Beauty Place said, how very American of you.
Went out and it's like the sun at 5:30 was still like, you could feel it burning. It was strong. Yeah, I'm not doing a long one today. Today is just, mostly just to check out the bike and see how it rides. It seems to be good. Seems real good actually. I got a bunch of work to do when I get
Beauty
home.
Place said, I'm furious.
Hang on a sec.
PC crashed 4 times right at the beginning of mine, Monday, so I spent the rest of the night debugging. With 0 answers.
Oh, it crashed. What? Did you find the cause? Like you check the Windows log, check all your hardware, temp specs and stuff like that? Like what was it? Was it like blue screen or like hard reset?
Beauty Place said, just hard shut off.
Oh man, that's no good. That's a hardware issue. Usually power or something's overheating. But it's usually, yeah, power. You'll probably have to like redo your thermal paste on a few things. That stuff gets dry over time and you can get like hot spots on the die or, you know, on the die
Beauty
cover.
Place said, be right back.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Beauty Place said, had to refresh page, got edge.
Yeah, sorry. I've got it on the minimum. Still, I swear, I use Brave Browser and the ads on that aren't so bad. It gets rid of the little one underneath the main window. You know, it still plays like the normal ones. But it's easier to tolerate. And it doesn't do the ones to the side either, or like the overlay ones. So I got all my stuff set on the minimum. I think they kick in half an hour after the stream starts.
User play said that it shuts off greater than restarts greater than open OBS and SB greater than shuts off greater than restarts greater than open OBS greater than VSOD.
Oh, that's weird. So something's causing it to crash. Like a hardware reset on OBS. And it's OBS in idle state, like it's not even doing anything. One thing you can do is downclock your GPU to really low settings and see if it goes stable.
I have my bot run my first run 1 meter in, so we have nearly an hour of ad-free time right off.
Let's wrap it up there.
User play said, yeah, I'll be reinstalling the GPU drivers from scratch tonight.
Yeah, well, that's what I've done with mine. I've dropped the GPU clocks basically to the minimum and dropped the voltage, and it's stable now. I mean, my GPU is on its last legs. Like, I can't render 3D shit with it. All I need is it to be stable though, until I can grab a new GPU. I'll get something nice. But yeah, it's one of the easy ways to check. You just drop the voltage, drop the clocks. If it's stable, yep, it's definitely the GPU. Or that could lead to like a power issue, but that's less likely. All right, up the big hill.
User play said, so I ran CPU and GPU and RAM stress tests all at the same time.
And
no issues.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sometimes those synthetic tests, they don't work that well. I use Prime 95.
Said, check the PSU voltage tag and nothing.
Yeah, I use Prime 95
Rock solid
to check.
Stable voltage within 10 millivolts.
Yeah, usually voltages are pretty good. What do I use for that? HW Info 64 is really good. It'll read out every sensor and you can log it. And it'll show you if anything's sort of outside the ordinary. Because my PC was crashing for ages and the 12 volt rail was way off. It was too low. And I had a loose like main motherboard cable connector. So I replaced the cable and it's been good. And it wasn't even off by much. It was off by like, I don't know, maybe 0.2, 0.3 volts. Like it was low, but it wasn't like that far out of tolerance, but it was enough to throw it off. Might grab a drink. Yeah, chasing like those sort of things, diagnosing them's not easy.
I have Prime 95, OCCT, Firmark, Nutsu, Memtest 64, and a couple others I can't remember the names.
Yeah, Firmark's not that good.
User play said, Ed's coming in.
Firmark's good for temperature testing, but stability, it's pretty crap. Use, what is it, Heaven benchmark, that's much better. That puts more load on the rendering course. I'm gonna go down here, I've never been up here. Have a little snoop around. But yeah, Heaven benchmark is, I think it's just called Heaven 3D. That's good for just running on loop and seeing how the GPU handles it. I found Prime 95 really good. You do that on the maximum heat one. That'll pull a lot of volts. It just like maxes out your CPU. And Memtest, I haven't used that in ages. I've been told that the DOS version, the one you boot into, is much better than the Windows one. I can't see because I'm looking right into the sun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure once I get a new GPU, my system will be really solid. I won't have any problems. I can clock up the CPU again. It's the one weakness I got, is just, yeah, the GPU shit. Wow, they still got empty blocks here. It's like, who's sitting on these for so long that they're not building a house on it?
User play said, back.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I hate not insecure, just unstable computers. Especially if you've got to like use it for work and stuff. Like I had to export videos and it would just crash during the render. You know, it'd be like a big video too. Take like 40 minutes to render out.
Beautyplay said, this coming Monday, I'll try picking the same stream back up. If it does it again, I'll have to do proper debugging.
Oh, is that what happened? It was bombing out while you were trying to stream. That'd be annoying. All right, what are these people doing? All right, we're gonna go behind the school. I don't even know if the school is still open. It used to be. They might have shut it down by now. Man, it still looks, you know, they're keeping the grass tidy. It's probably still...
Beautyplay said, I am in Idaho, and there's a load of iron in the dust here.
Oh yeah, that'd be
It's pretty dusty, FS.
Yeah, you could get some shorts.
I'm going to blow it out probably Sunday morning, night.
You should have filters on and stuff that get most of it. Plus, don't most motherboards have like a lacquer over all the circuit, exposed wiring and stuff? Like it could still be a problem.
Beautyplay said, filters.
But you'd need like a lot of build up for it to cause a problem. And you'd probably smell it too. Like shorts, they release the magic smoke.
Beautyplay said, he said, not knowing I'm running full open case.
Hey, me too. That's probably why my GPU fans died so fast. Because they're just kicking up all the garbage. There's like a big water tower up here. I think the whole area is like blocked off. You can't get to it. Oh no, there's a path.
Beautyplay said, so, it's not conformal coated places you worry about, it's micro shorts between pins in connectors that just cause data errors.
Yeah, and they're almost impossible to diagnose. Oh, this is that other school that you can see from the bike track. I think this is like a private one. I don't know. Specialist school, okay. It's actually, that's a decent sized school. It's nicer than the other one near the golf course. Damn, it's nicer than the school I went to. What's this? Drive. All right, let's go through here.
Beautyplay said, yep, so, take it to the garage, pull the RAM, CPU, GPU, and all cables. Blow everything out, give it a go.
Yeah, I mean, even if that's not the problem, at least like it gets clean.
Wasn't the school you went to just the back of the cave?
No, I went to a decent school.
Beautyplay said, learn about moss and rocks.
I went to a half decent school in, where was it? Wheels Hill, on Glen Waverley, around there. Here we go to say. Like in terms of public schools, our school is one of the higher rated ones. And they get their funding based on their results. So when we graduated, we had the best results in like 7 years, but we didn't benefit from it. The next set of years did. Oh man, this road is torn up.
Beautyplay said, I learned very little in actual school.
Yeah, I mean, the rate that they teach you is so slow. I did German for, what, year 7 through to year 10, so 4 years of German. We covered that entire syllabus in one semester at university. And the only reason I did it as an elective is because it would be easy to pass. And that sort of just drilled home like, oh, they really go slow here.
Beautyplay said, here, we call it No Child Left Behind.
Yeah, I've heard of that. They just let people pass. And they lower the standard so much that it's basically impossible to fail. which defeats the whole purpose. Like,
Beautifully said. Akka, the slowest drives the curriculum.
yep, you're held back by the lowest common denominator. That was the same as us. But you could fail out. So what would happen is, year 10, you'd have a huge exodus of students. A bunch of them would leave to go do TAFE courses, which is like community college for you guys. And then you're just left with everyone else who actually puts in the effort.
Beautifully said. It's possible to fail, but incredibly difficult.
Like, it's a really broken system. My sister's actually homeschooling her kids because the way the schooling is going, it's all propaganda now. It's not even, you don't get a good education, you get your head filled with crap, and it doesn't help you get a job. So all her kids started
Beautifully
homeschooling
said.
this year.
And it's like, Americans feel like trucking is a bad thing when it really isn't.
Depends. If it's a competitive thing. Like, if you how students are doing at school, that's good. It's so you can tell if they're falling behind or doing well.
Beautifully said. Our schools are designed to create factory workers.
Yeah, and there's no industrial work left. They've hollowed that out, so it's kind of pointless. Also, it's kind of designed to filter kids into the university system, which is kind of equally useless. It's tricky. Like, how do you set up a mass education system that is actually effective? You know, you're planning 2 decades ahead. And things are moving so fast. Like, man, you can't even plan 10 years ahead.
Beautifully said. Yeah, this ancient Egyptian learning system we've got is severely outdated and needs to be updated.
But it's also hard because you need, like, kids just aren't exposed to enough information to know what they want to study or what they want to do. So it's kind of up to society and parents to be able to teach them that stuff and then sort of, you know, point them in the direction of something that they've got some interest in, something that they're motivated to do.
Beautifully said. Right.
Plus, you know, all the automation stuff, like, man, if you got a white collar job, you're not having that job in 10 years. You're probably not having that job in 5 years. Like, a janitor has more job security than like an office worker these days.
Beautifully said. Schools need to be exposure systems with learning happening from tracking and interests.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, in terms of interests, by the time you start school, or even high school, like, you're not exposed to that much stuff. You just don't know what you're going to be interested in for a career. So they need to add that into it as well. They need to expose kids to all these different, like, jobs and careers that are available to them. And actually show them the path. Like, okay, you want to be a doctor? This is the path you got to follow to get here. You want to be a lawyer? This is what you got to do. You want to be a boilermaker? Here's what's required. But they don't do that. Like, they're glorified daycare centers. The kids get treated like that these days too. Like, there's a lot of teachers that it's just a job to them. They don't care about the kids.
Plus, you don't really know until mid to late 20s what you really like as a proper adult.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, hey, I'm gonna have to do this thing like 40 hours a week. Should at least know what I can handle. I have no idea where I am.
Said, hi.
Hey, Danny.
Beautifully said, oh, Danny.
Welcome in. We're just bitching about the school system.
Beautifully said, shush, 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 not to hear.
The school system, which doesn't affect me in any way or form anymore.
Beautifully said,
but we're upset with it. I was saying it's kind of hard to plan like 20 years ahead for kids when the world is changing so quickly. It's no excuse, like, they can still try and put together a decent schooling system. Last time I came down here, I got attacked by magpies. They swooped me. I didn't realise. I'm like, is something hitting the back of my helmet? And it was, yeah, this bird just wouldn't give up.
Play said, wait, TTS lady's accent is a bit all over the place. No.
Nah, she's normal. She hasn't changed. I changed the audio compression.
Ozzy Danny said, yeah, I mean, I'm Daniel. So my school years are pointless mostly.
Yeah, Zennials and like early millennials got shafted. If you were like a late Gen X, easy. You were like right at the perfect time to start like a university career. But then like, you know, late millennials, like, nah, there's no point at all. What road is this? I think this is, yeah, this is the one where I go up to the that park. There should be a little way to cut through up here. I'll try and go that way.
Said, that calm sounded a bit strange. I'd expect a calm, not a calm.
Oh, TTS lady changes her words sometimes. She's a bit odd like that. But it's all the same one. Like the app only has the one accent that you can pick. I think you can pick the pitch and the speed, but I haven't changed any of those. But hey, actually, how's the audio levels? Because I changed the compressor from 5 to 2.
Yeah.
Should be good. I should be loud enough that it doesn't, the music's not too strong.
Play said, why is there not a Bruce?
A Bruce.
Ozzy Danny said, they taught me French and how to use a typewriter. Useless. Play said, sounds good to me.
Actually,
typewriter.
To be fair, I learned how to touch type at high school from a teacher that I absolutely hated. But it was the most valuable thing I ever learned. Because being able to blast out words at like 100 words per minute has been pretty useful career-wise. But other than that, like a lot of the stuff we learn is useless. You don't use it.
Play said, I learned keyboarding.
Like music?
Ozzy Danny said, it did teach me touch typing, yeah.
No motorbikes. Oh, lucky for me, I don't have one of those.
Play said, not how to search, not tech diag, not machinery, nothing useful.
Yeah, we didn't have any of the tech school stuff. Closest we had was woodwork, and that was useless.
Ozzy Danny said, video editing was useful. Well, I could just pick up DaVinci and go basically.
Back then though, the software for video editing was like, God, I think it was like the QuickTime Movie Maker. There wasn't anything really good. Like the whole multimedia, which way am I gonna go? Let's see what's up here. Yeah, the whole multimedia thing was like happening back then. So schools were kind of left a little bit behind for it. Like we didn't even have Photoshop, we had like PaintShop Pro. And like I never learned how to use that. I'd imagine it's similar to Photoshop.
The software we had looks like what DaVinci does now.
Like I picked up Photoshop sort of towards the end of high school, but I didn't learn it in school, I learned it myself.
Ozzy Danny said, had the tracking ball and everything.
Oh yeah, you got like the dedicated hardware for it. Oh, the temperature gets really cool through here. I can feel it. Yeah, see, like if I could have just done something I was interested in from like the start of high school and just do that the whole way through, holy shit, you'd be an expert at it by the end.
I wish my school had a CAD program that would have been super useful.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine you're picking up CAD software for like 5 years in high school. Or like say Illustrator.
Said, yeah. North Rocky's film and TV was kitted out. We had our own dark room and all.
Oh, we're getting a bit steep up here. There we go. Yeah, we had a dark room, but you had to know what subjects to be able to, that used it. Like we had a weird system. You had like classes you had to take, and then you could pick like these electives, but then some of them had prerequisites. If you didn't do it, well, you couldn't do the more advanced ones.
Play said, you know what we're going to get like 10 to 15 years from now.
Probably just made entirely redundant. They'll have AI troll bots. I won't have anything to do.
Beautifully said. Companies funding public schools with tracking education for industry-specific training.
Yeah, I think Europe already have something like that. In Germany, they split their education system. It's really harsh as well. If you don't get the grades you need, you're not allowed to go to university, basically. They're like, no, you're going to like a tech school. You're going to community college. Okay, so that's where that comes out. I might double.
Beautifully said. I bet the Sioux is funding public schools, TBH. Ozzy Dunny said, yeah, we had stuff like that. Decor and electives. Drama was my fun elective up to 10, so I could film and TV as my fun elective in 11 to 12.
I didn't have any fun electives in high
Feels
school.
like something they would do.
I did physics, chemistry, IT, maths methods, general maths, and English. It was all boring real world stuff. Because I just wanted the highest enter score I could get for the least effort. And I didn't do any homework. I still got my first university choice, so it seemed to have worked out. But then it turns out that course was horrible, so unstable mine shafts.
Beautifully said. I don't think my HS had electives.
Yeah, electives is like you get to choose what you want to do. You must have had something like that. You couldn't have everything preset for you. That would be a horrible way to do high school. It's like you don't even get a choice in what you pick up. But the whole US education system's a bit different to ours. With our universities, you just start doing the stuff that you want to do. There's no is it freshman year type stuff or sophomore. You're right in the thick of it from day one. And you guys do calculus and all that, but we do that in high school.
Beautifully said. Not preset, necessarily, but yeah. You had XX classes, what years to want to do them? Ozzy Dunny said, I had other boring ones. Legal studies and economics and history. Didn't matter what you took up here then. Only mattered what you got on that one test.
Oh, economics is pretty useful.
So just needed enough smart ones to get you through that. Beautifully said, other than maths and language, which are dedicated.
Maths is, I think back to high school maths, the last 2 years, kind of useless. You're never going to use it. Most of it, the statistics stuff, yeah, maybe you'll use it. But the calculus stuff and all that crap, it's only useful if you're going to do a university course that needs it, like physics. Oh, that one
Beautifully
smacked me in the
said,
head.
I use algebra and trigonometry all the time.
Yeah, you use that a lot, but you don't learn that in the final years of high school. You learn that year 7, year 8. After that, you don't touch that sort of, it's there, but the more advanced topics that you learn, you don't use them day to day. Even engineers, a lot of the stuff they learn, all the formulas and crap they have to remember.
Beautifully said, that was year 9 for me.
AutoCAD just does it for them. Or what's that? SolidWorks. Yeah, SolidWorks will just do it for them.
Beautifully said, year 12 I did college algebra.
I can't remember. I know we did calculus in year 12.
Ozzy Dunny said, I just did the basic maths and science.
Yeah.
Enough for the pass.
Further maths, I think it was. That's all stats. It's kind of they cover all the stuff you do through middle school up to that point.
Beautifully said, I wish I had calculus.
Yeah, they make you guys do that in university. And that just goes back to what you were saying. It's lowest common denominator, just slow everyone down.
Beautifully said, I graduated 2 years before most American schools started offering it.
Because ours is split. You can choose to do the easy maths. You can choose to do the hard maths. You can choose for your final 2 years, the only required subjects are English and one version of maths. And then the others you get to choose. So year 11, you've got 7 subjects. And then year 12, that goes down to 5. With maths and English still in there, so you still get 3 extras. But you can load up more if you want. There were ways to do like more subjects, and that would count towards your final score. But they did a really bad job of explaining that to people.
Muted Play said, TBF, though, calculus is just trig with your pinky held out. Aristocratic trig.
It's got its places. Like, it's useful to understand like acceleration and like, you know, area under a curve and all that sort of stuff. We had specialist maths as well. That was like the most advanced one, which was like matrices and what was it, like real numbers and whatever the other one was. Let's have a look down here. I've never gone here.
Muted Play said, yeah, which is all trig. Just more.
There's a freaking river over there. Whoa, I never knew that was there. I think this goes down to the river. Let's have a look. I'm gonna probably have to walk up this hill. Yeah, big ass fence here. It's probably like, don't go here, you'll die. Actually, I might just walk this. This is a bit steep. Oh, it's a bird hide. Okay. So you can look at. I'll show you guys in a sec. This little spot.
Muted for new.
Good. I got new pads. Fuck going in there. That's not happening. But you should be able to see through this grate. There's a whole bunch of water out there, like a lake.
Muted Play said, little crunchy there.
Might be able to see a bit better here. That's cool. Never knew this was here. All right, let's do a U-turn, get away from this spider and snake infested territory. Yeah, this is steep. It's like a 30-degree. So you have to put that in math x, or negative 0.3x given I was going down. Where sea level is. See, I still remember that shit. I just don't care for it. Actually, not bad. Little sunset spot here. Got the windmill right next to it, doing nothing, but there's no wind, so fair
Muted
enough.
Play said, let's do a vector analysis, RQ, shall we?
Well, how many were we doing dimensions? See, that was part of the specialist maths, so I didn't do that one. They said I was too stupid to do it, which kind of offended me. Because I did really good on methods and the other one. But we had, I don't know, teachers didn't really know how good I was at my subjects.
Muted Play said, I love trig. Our entire universe is made of circles. If you can do circle math, you can figure out anything in the universe.
Pretty much. I think it was halfway through year 11, we had a meeting with like the, what was it, like headmaster of the year, and they would tell us what our predicted final score would be based on our current results. And they gave me a really low score. That really pissed me off. So I didn't necessarily work harder, but I got a way higher result than what they predicted. I played a lot of Counter-Strike in high school. It's probably where most of my study time went.
Muted Play said, bit of psychological jiggery pokery.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just like, okay, these are your current results. This is what we think you'll get. Do better. The other thing is like the final year of middle school.
Trying to force you to up the ante.
Final year of middle school, you barely have to do any work. All you have to do is show up. And then you go from that mentality to a mentality of you actually need to study and focus and pay attention. It's like a big slap in the face. I think it's a bad system. They should prepare you to have that mentality earlier on. rather than like, oh hey, it doesn't matter until now, and then now all of a sudden this shit matters a lot. It's like, well, you haven't really taught us how to do that. I did most of my study at high school. We'd have free periods.
Muted Play said, I can honestly say, I've only ever studied for one single thing my entire life. That's content creation.
Oh yeah. I took it easy mostly, but I'd get all my homework and stuff done at school. Because we'd have 2 free subjects a week. And some days you could just go to school, do 2 subs, and then go home. If they were in the morning, you could just go before the first break even. But we had a centre, VCE centre, where you could just go in and study. So I'd just get all my homework done at school and then go home and play Counter-Strike for way too long. I'm trying to think, like, if say I was back in high school, right? Like, what would I aim for
Muted Play
now?
said, my rule of thumb in HS was, I do homework for 15 meters outside of school. If it's not done by then, it's not getting done.
Like, what sort of career direction would you aim for now if you're in high school right now? Like, that's a tricky question. Because, like, say you want to do marketing or something, there's not going to be a job for it when you leave. Graphic design, the job's already gone. Video editing, that'll be gone by the time you finish. Maybe like
Muted Play said, cybersecurity.
yeah, like med research, yeah, cybersecurity's not a bad one. That'll still be there. But it looks like the options that kids can choose from are like really limited now. I mean, even when I was there, a lot of the jobs just didn't exist by the time I graduated. All right, up and over. Always worry about breaking something when I do this.
Muted Play said, leadership in revolutionary regimes.
Yeah, as well as our marksmanship, that'd be a useful one. Oh damn, look at this huge ass bull ant. I'll show you how big the ants get here, man. Where is he? You see that? That is a bull ant. That's over an inch long, easy. I don't want to be sticking around here too much. Big unit. There's a whole nest there. All right, we're gonna go back before the sun disappears.
Muted Play said, friendo.
Well, they get big.
Muted Play said, Eds be right back.
That was an absolute unit of an ant. I remember in primary school, one of the guys, we were like walking it was like a midnight hike type thing to go look at the solar system and the stars and stuff. And one guy ran off ahead to try to scare people. He's sitting down beside the side of a path, and there's a bull ant nest there. And they were all over him, biting the shit out of him. So kind of an Uno reverse there. I might put my light on. Where is it? There we go. At least get the real light on so people can see me. Well, that was cool. That was in Marysville. Yeah, it was Marysville. Oh, my gears sound a bit weird. Might need to adjust this.
Muted Play said, Beck.
No worries, man. Yeah, that's better. Gears were making a bit of a weird noise before. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker earlier out here now. Used to be sort of 8:30, the sun would go down. Yeah, now it's not even 8 and it's already below the horizon. Which leaves me with a dilemma, like what do I do when the weather's crap? Like I'll still try to ride when it's nice weather, but sometimes we just get rain for like weeks on end here. Rain and wind, that is one thaggy in a nutshell.
Muted Play said, I like a good polytetrafluoroethylene lube.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that the stuff with wax in it is really good because it resists all the dirt and crap getting on your chain. Like I put stuff on this just before I left today, so it'll be good for a while. You notice it right away. There's just way less friction. It's so much easier to pedal. Like you go up hills in higher gears than you normally would.
Beautifully said, yeah, but they are such a pity to clean off.
Yeah. I don't even know what the stuff I use is. I think it has some sort of like a wax in it. Seems to work all right. The worst thing is like these dusty, like the rail trail. It's got this really fine dust in it, and the front tires kick it up and it gets all over the drivetrain. So you got to like hose down the bike when you've been on that. And I was on it for a long time the other day, so gave this thing a really good clean.
Beautifully said, I use a waxy lube for my vroom vroom bike chain.
Yeah. Man, some dudes do like basically no maintenance on those. Like, they have a way harder life than a bicycle does. You don't want to keep it in tip-top shape. Imagine your chain seizes up, like you're in some serious shit then. Or it snaps and gets caught in your gears. Pick up a bit of speed through here.
Beautifully said, I haven't lubed my chain in like over a year at this point.
Yeah, how much have you ridden it though? Because for half the year you can't ride.
TBF, haven't ridden the thing but a month of that.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep it in good nick when you need it. But yeah, you guys can't even ride like half the year because of all the snow.
Beautifully said, I need a headlamp bracket and a new headlamp.
Something hit the old one or just like rusted off. You can only ride during the day. Let's have a look down here. Never been here either. Oh, maybe I have once. There's like a little trail over there. Goes to this like
Beautifully
trashed out
said,
house.
bought this thing with 200 miles on it. All the plastics are now shattered. Shit broke.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, man, the fairings and stuff are surprisingly expensive.
Beautifully said, been dropped a bunch. This last time not by me. Suffice it to say, I'm still livid.
It's hard to find a bike that hasn't been dropped, especially if it's kind of like a learner bike. It's almost like a rite of passage. Yeah, check this place out. Absolutely munted looking house over there. I don't think that's a house. This used to be like where they'd have coal mine tracks and stuff. Like, check this out. You've got all the old tracks here where they'd probably load up the carts or store them and stuff. Because all this is coal mine fields and stuff. That thing's definitely seen better days.
No, a strap broke, and the guy that put it on the trailer was a moron of epic proportions.
Oh shit. I've seen enough videos of that.
So,
people trying to get them on.
Came off and hit the ground.
Yeah, people trying to get them on trailers and they botch it. Ah, that's good. Yeah, it's really quiet out here. Can't hear anything. I might be able to ride through there and go to the rail trail. If not, I'll just do a U-turn. We'll go back the long way. Yeah, this bike has only been dropped once and it wasn't by me either. My friend wanted to see what it was like to ride, and he has like a really nice, he has like a Scott 29er. It's a really nice mountain bike, and then he ended up dropping this somehow.
Beautifully said, same guy in the same case of trailering, crushed the fender on the Civic and chipped the powder coat on my Miata wheels.
Shit. So that guy's destroyed all your property in one swift move. What on earth is this thing? That must be like the elevator thing that they lower people down with. Wouldn't be using it anymore.
User Play said, the insurance monies went to keeping my phone turned on, so no repairs to be had.
Oh, at least you got a payout for it. My brother-in-law, he had like a fairly cheapish Commodore that he got. It was a VH Commodore. I think he got it for like $3,000. And then it got hit by this huge hailstorm, which also hit my car. And he got like a $5,000 or $6,000 payout for it. And he just kept the car.
User Play said, because I was a slave for 3 months at the time.
But yeah, sometimes the insurance payouts actually work in your favour. I only had third-party fire theft insurance, so I didn't get any payout. That pissed me off so much because I knew the hail was coming. My friend gave me a heads up, and I wanted to park it in the garage, but I wasn't allowed to because there was a work car in there, and it had priority. So my car got trashed. I wonder where this goes. I have no idea. I reckon this goes to the back of the hospital or something. No, it couldn't. Oh well, we'll find out. That's the hospital up there. Yeah, maybe it does. I reckon we might need the light on.
User Play said, I don't think insurance here covers hail damage.
Yeah,
Acts
ours
of
does.
God and all.
Acts of God are covered. God can be an asshole too. Yeah, like you get flood insurance, rain and hail insurance, all that stuff. But usually over here it's third-party fire theft. It's like, I don't know, $15 a month. And it's more to cover if you cause damage to someone else. So I can
Ozzy Danny said, ours mostly do.
You got that, and then you've got like, yeah, full insurance, which is usually really expensive, depending on the car. Oh, so that's where this goes.
User Play said, we call that liability only.
Yeah, so I just have liability insurance on my cars. I've never bothered with full insurance, it was just never worth it.
User Play said, I keep full coverage on all my machines.
Well, think about it, if someone hits you, they're either going to have liability insurance, which means you're covered, or they're going to have full insurance, which means you're covered, because that also includes liability. And if someone hits you and does a runner, well then it doesn't matter anyway, like if they got insurance or not, you're not getting covered. Insurance really only pays off if you cop damage.
User Play said, because of zero deductible glass.
Yeah, it pays off if you take damage and yet there's no one to put the blame on. Then you're covered.
User Play said, I don't pay for glass replacements multiple times a year.
Yeah, see, so we don't have that. Ours is like, if it's broken and you make a claim, then it's covered. But you don't just get like a glass replacement for nothing. All right, which way are we gonna go? I reckon we go left. We'll go the long way. I might be able to cross over here. G'day. Yeah, might not be any traffic. Thumper. This sounds like a 600 single. Like what's the, oh, I forgot, the Husqvarna ones? I think it's like a KLR 650 or something. Sounds like one of them. Oh yeah, it's getting cool now. I did check the weather report. It said it would stay like above sort of 17 degrees. But I reckon, because I'm right near a river, you feel all the moisture in the air. I've had a pretty cruisy day today. I've been trying to roll back my sleeping pattern so I get up a bit earlier. So I got up at 12 and I was just dead tired. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a nap. And then I had my nap and now I feel good. I'll just stay up a bit later tonight, get my work done. One day I gotta learn how to bunny hop. It would actually be quite useful. But we're not learning today. Just slam right through these. Oh yeah, it's getting chilly. I was only planning to do sort of a short ride today. I was just going to do the loop around town. Well, I'm glad I sort of extended it a bit. I've been eating a lot of crap recently, so I could definitely use a few more calories burned off. Well, we got the kangaroos nice and close today. And there's an earthworks machine up there too. That one's staring me down, he's just looking right at me. He wants to fight. Challenge accepted, buddy. I forgot how to do this. I think it's this one.
Beautyplay said, Beck, this wireless card is causing me extreme fury, about now.
Alerts. I was dropping out. They get affected by like microwaves and stuff. The 2.4 gigahertz ones. I've never had a problem with the 5 gigahertz card though. They're usually pretty solid. Is it just dropping out all the time or what?
Beautyplay said, yeah, I have a replacement on the way.
I just got a TP-Link one in my computer, and it's usually pretty good, but I don't use that anymore. I've got a hardwired Ethernet cable.
Beautyplay said, getting rid of this shitty Realtek and slapping an Intel unit.
Yeah, Realtek's like the default one that sort of comes with most laptops and computers. Mine's all hardwired. We got Ethernet throughout the whole house. I think it's 100. Oh, it's like 1 gigabit throughout the whole house. But there was a time where I was using just like a Wi-Fi card, and it was all right. At my old place, shit, man. Every time someone used a microwave, roommate's computer would drop out.
The Intel guy has the new 6 gigahertz function, even.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have anything that fancy. Our router wouldn't even support that. Yeah, I had a roommate, he'd play League of Legends all the time. And he only had Wi-Fi for his computer, he didn't have like Ethernet line. And every time someone ran the microwave, he'd lag out and he'd crack the shits. It was almost to a T, and I tried to help him. I set up like a Wi-Fi extender.
Sounds like that microwave was leaking.
Oh yeah, big time, man. It was one of those old ones from the 80s. Big units. They just last forever. But yeah, like the 2.4 gigahertz just gets affected. Ooh, we got lots of kangaroos real close here. They're playing golf.
Beautyplay said, oh, yeah.
Oh, get off the mic a bit. There they are.
Beautyplay said, not very good shielding on those.
Oh, he's spotted me. They're all just sort of grazing.
Beautyplay said, just, don't stand in front of it for too long.
Yeah, you'll get cooked. Literally. It's sort of twilight now. If I go up here, you can see a bit better. So a real nice looking sunset, or what's left of the sunset out there. There you go. It's all nice, sort of rosy pink colours out there, orange to pink gradient. Should be a nice day tomorrow. I might go for another ride. See how my legs feel. I don't know if I'll stream it tomorrow.
Beautyplay said, the sunrises here have been intense recently.
Yeah, you guys are heading into, well, you're on your way to summer, so they're going to be getting a bit more harsh. Whereas we're heading into winter, and you definitely notice it. Not looking forward to that. We had a really short summer. Like, it took a while before we had even warm weather, In December it wasn't even warm, it was still cold.
Muted Play said, but I'm not carrying the camera case plus my bag up and down stairs every day, and I'm not leaving the camera in the car at these temps.
Yeah, true. Melt the thing. Plus, you know, someone will probably nick it. But our summer didn't really start until sort of mid-January, you know. When I was little, I remember it would be hot towards the end of the year. Sort of November, you'd get like some really hot days, and then that would carry on through to sort of like probably March. So you get like a really good length of summer. We don't get that anymore at all. We get really short summers, you get a handful of hot days, and then it's just like
Muted Play
normal
said,
weather.
"Hey, I don't think it'd disappear in this town, luckily."
Oh, that's good. At least it's sort of like a nice, sort of safe area. But I wouldn't trust leaving like my camera stuff in the car. No way. It's like what, 6-7 grand of stuff just sitting there in a bag? Doesn't take much to
Muted
nick
Play
it.
said, "This town is very poor and extremely low intelligence on average."
Well, doesn't that mean you're more likely to have your shit stolen? People are opportunists. People with poor time preferences don't really plan ahead much. They very much live in the moment.
Ozzy Danny said, "I live in Rocky.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't trust shit."
yeah, Rocky, your shit will get
Paul
nicked.
said, "Leave it out the front of Don Quixote."
Yeah, Japan's totally different. But even Japan's changing. There's areas where it's not that safe to leave your stuff lying around. People,
Muted
We'll
Play
grab it.
said, "More like, they aren't smart enough to think to steal things."
trust me, man, thieves are opportunistic. It doesn't take much intelligence to grab a rock, smash a window, take the stuff and run. I've been lucky. My car's never really had anything stolen from it. But I've got a good alarm on it. Like I've got an immobilizer and I've got like the door alarms and all that. Like people have opened it, but as soon as the alarm goes off, they shit themselves and run away.
Muted Play said, "There's a chem plant in town, for reference."
There's a what? Chem plant? What does that mean? Like chems as in, that's like the main source of income for the place? Like they're producing chemicals of some sort? Or is that more like a drug term?
Muted Play said, "Fertilizer and shit."
Ah, okay. Yeah, see, like when I hear chem or chemist over here, that's like a drugstore. We don't call them drugstores, they
Ozzy
call them
Danny
chemists.
said, "With cars. I'm lucky, the car thieves here are too messed up to know stuff." Squall said, "I'm eating a 4 and 20 pie right now."
Oh shit. How you going, man?
Muted Play said, "I am of the opinion their containment protocols aren't really good enough."
Yeah, we got some good pie places here. 4 and 20. What's the best one? I like the cheese one. But like you bite into those and the cheese is way hotter than the meat and it just burns the shit out of your tongue. They're the blue ones, they're a pretty solid choice. And the chicken ones aren't bad either. But I'll usually go like, there's better brands than 4 and 20. 4 and 20 are like the cheap pies. You get the
Squall
nice
said,
stuff.
"Or the roof of your mouth."
Yeah, that's it. And then it like,
Ozzy
you
Danny
feel
said,
it for weeks.
"Yeah, the bacon and cheese are decent."
Yeah, bacon and cheese is good stuff. They're nice. Man, I had like one of the
Muted
most
Play
disgusting
said,
pies I ever
"Something
had.
something moisture content vs microwave."
There's a place around here that like does a whole bunch
Paul
of different
said,
types of
"To be
pies.
fair though, New Zealand pies are WAAYYYYYY better."
I've never had those. I'll have to ask my brother-in-law, he's from New Zealand, I'll
Ozzy
see if
Danny
they're any
said,
better.
"I'm fussy with chicken pies. It's gotta have the creamy sauce in it, not that
Yeah.
other gravy stuff."
Yeah, sometimes the chicken ones aren't that good. But I had like, me and my dad, we went to this pie place and he ended up grabbing my one by mistake and he ordered this disgusting like fish pie. And he's halfway through it and he's like, "Oh, this is really good." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's because it's my pie. You got the
Squall
you
said,
got the one I
"I
wanted."
think there is an NZ pie place in Laverton now."
I'll have a look.
Squall said, "If you're risking to getting stabbed for a good pie."
Out here, it's all just like small bakeries and stuff. But they put a lot of effort into their pies.
Squall said, willing to risk.
I don't know what it's like in Melbourne. Last I checked, it was like the same out here. You get like, there's probably like a few more like boutique pie places closer to the city. But out here, it's usually, yeah, just the bakeries. I don't know what the Aldi knockoff version of the pies is called. My bike's squeaking. That's a new noise. I'll have to figure that out. Is it brakes?
Squall said,
It might be.
oh, you in Country Vic?
Yeah, man, I'm in Wonthaggi. It's near Phillip Island. It's like the first sort of major town on the turn off past Phillip Island. But I used to be in Scoresby. I was there like basically my whole life. And Scoresby was good. You get to everything fairly easily. I could ride to the city in like, I don't know, 2 hours. Oh, the coppers are at Bunnings. Shit's gone down.
Squall said, that's right, you mentioned it the other night.
Yeah. Man, I've seen so many cops out tonight. I don't know what's going on. I've seen like, what, 3 or 4 cop cars. Something's happening at Bunnings.
Squall said, sausage sizzle time.
Yeah. Maybe they got someone who was nicking like tools or something. Who knows? But I saw a bunch of cops on the way out from my place as well. So they're doing like a patrol or something, I don't know. As long as they leave me alone, I'll be fine. Cops out here are usually pretty good because they're locals, right? So they're not going to be causing shit in the community where everybody knows who they are. Whereas, you know, if you're in a city, like, if you're a cop, you're basically anonymous, so you don't have to be nice to people. There's no kickback, no, like, you don't get any sort of negative effect from your actions. You back on Pokemon Score? You doing a stream tonight? More Nuzlocke.
Music Place said, I'm a negative effect.
No, I haven't had many like bad interactions with cops. They're usually pretty understanding.
Squall said, yeah, gonna continue to the Nuzlocke tonight, haha.
Yeah, sweet. I was looking up on the rules on it. It looks kind of tricky. Like, especially at the start, because you don't get any like really good strong Pokemon. They're all normal and bug type at the start. So even just getting to what is it, Cerulean?
Music Place said, where are my fun redeems?
Oh, I've got to add those. I've got StreamerBot. It's on the list, man. I got some stuff to add. I want to do that Game Boy camera one, but I need to figure out an easy way to get the camera out because I don't want to have to like rip it out of my backpack. I don't know, it's too not intrusive, but it just stops the stream dead in its tracks. So maybe I'll take all the stuff I got in this pouch down here and shove that in the backpack and put the camera in there. That'd be a bit easier. All right, I'll do one more loop through town and then I'll head home. It'll take a little bit. Make the most of this, somewhat warm
Squall
weather.
said, haha, yeah, I'm only doing the basic rule set at the moment because it's the first time. Hardcore Nuzlocke looks super difficult.
Yeah, what do they make you do for that one?
Music Place said, I've had nothing but shit from mercenaries. I used to be just doing their jobs type. No longer. FKM all. Power hungry genetic garbage.
It depends, man. I've heard the US cops are a different breed to ours. Oh yeah, petrol's getting up there, man. $2.10 for the good stuff. We've got like 2 barrels of diesel at home though, so we'll be fine. What's that, like 320 litres or something? Yeah, there's a medicinal marijuana place here on the corner. It's not this one, it's the next one.
Music Place said, that's not per litre.
Yeah, this joint, they grow weed here for like, I don't know, hospitals and shit. They got stiff competition from every second house in town though. All right, we can cross over. Let's get up here.
Beauty Place said, that's like $6 United States dollars and 5 cents per gallon.
Yeah, it's gonna go up, man. Apparently there's places that are already $4 a litre here, which like, that's like 16 bucks. Oh, not 16, it'd be like $12 a gallon in the States. But you know, that's probably like a really regional town or something like that, like Alice Springs or something. But it's definitely gonna go up. The Middle East has decided to blow itself up again, so.
Beauty Place said, JEEZZZZUUUSSSSS.
Yeah, man. And when that shit goes up, everything goes up. Anything that gets delivered, you know, just gets priced in. Like Amazon deliveries will go up. All the supermarket stuff. Anything that gets grown, because, you know, you use a lot of diesel and fuel to grow that. Just what we need when we've got a cost of living crisis. But it's all predictions, you know, it's like the media, they go to the worst possible scenario just to get the clicks. So maybe it won't be
Beauty
that
Place
bad.
said, the most I've ever seen is that one gas station out by the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, what do they charge?
It was $6 United States dollars and 30 cents per gallon back in 2019.
Yeah, so that's not actually that bad. That's like $10 for 4 litres, so that's $2.50 a litre. Like, that's still high, but it's still cheaper than Europe. You know, they pay way more. And that's, we sort of had prices like that here not that long ago. There's the Mickey D's. Apparently they want to open up a McDonald's on
Beauty
Phillip
Place
Island.
said, right now, it's $2 United States dollars and 85 cents per gallon where I'm at.
Yeah, that's cheap, dude. What's that? It's like
Beauty Place said, well, I haven't
70.
checked this week, TBF.
it's 70 cents a litre, man. That's like, and if you convert that over, it's like maybe $1.20 a litre. Like, that is a good price. You guys always have cheap fuel.
Squall said, oi, it's Macca's,
Yeah, Mickey
not
D's.
Mickey D's.
Yeah, but they want to open one up on Phillip Island, and all the locals are cracking the shits because, you know, it'll take a lot of their business away, and they're a bit upset about it. And they just lost the MotoGP too, so it's kind of like an extra slap in the face. People crack the shits when they wanted to
Beauty
open
Place
one up
said,
in Belgrave
yeah,
too.
we blow up anyone that wants to charge us monies for oil.
Pretty much. We don't have that ability. We got to grovel for it. You know what? The other thing is they're saying that like Australia has like 30-day supply reserve of oil here, and when that's gone, like we're screwed. Like we should have way more than that. So we'll see what happens. We'll be okay at our place because we've got like heaps of it. Like we've got like a generator full of diesel. Our car's diesel. We got 2 huge like buckets, not buckets, like what are they, 44-gallon drums full of diesel.
Intense7 said, Ferris Eshogan just subscribed at tier 1 for 1 month.
Yo! Thank you very much, dude. That makes you the very first subscription. No one can ever take that title from you, man. That's awesome. I've never had a subscription before. Oh, that means you get to see the badges that I've added. And that thing freaks me out, Jesus. I'm riding past and there's like a silhouette next to me, like a soldier. I'm like, what the hell is that? But it's just these dudes. Scared the crap out of me.
Ferris Eshogan said, wait what, seriously?
Yeah, no one subbed until now.
Ferris Eshogan said, was gonna say oi oi tilde.
So I've got badges for you, and yeah, I've got the oh, what are they? Yeah, you get the extra emotes. You get some of the cool ones. But I might shuffle them around in the future. I need to add more animated ones. So I gotta keep my eyes open for like, ideas and stuff. But yeah, all the badges, they're all like they're like retro car wheels. And they're sort of like in a tier system.
Music said, badger, 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 badger.
So
Mushroom, mushroom.
there's some really cool wheels at the higher, or like I think it's like the longer you've been subbed for, you get the better ones. And I think the starting off one is like Longchamps, or it's like a standardish A8 six wheel.
Ferris Eshogan said, sorry mate, haha, it's the Pokemon bike emote that has me eyeing.
Yeah, that one's cool too. I want to do a few more Pokemon ones, or at least just like animated sprites from like old Game Boy games and SNES games and stuff. I know one that I want, but it's kind of tricky to extract. It's just a bunch of frames. I like to put it together. But yeah, I figured the bike one was perfect. There are other bike ones I wanted to do. There's like this dude in the Middle East and he's doing a burnout on like a pedal bike. He's doing donuts on like one of these bikes. I'm like, oh, that'd be sick. But I tried it and it didn't really work that well. It looked a little bit off. So I like the 8-bit one, looks cool.
Ferris Eshogan said, I'm surprised you still have a bit of light still. It's dark here in Sydney already.
Yeah, we've got a little bit left. There's just that little bit hitting the, like whatever the clouds are over there, like the top of the atmosphere. But man, 10 minutes,
Paul
that's
said,
gone.
Now that I'm a single man again, I plan to stream more lol, need to update so much of my stuff.
Oh, sorry to hear, dude. But yeah, it is nice having your time back. That's always good. Yeah, this is where they used to have the Bunnings. It just took up all this. And then they got rid of it and put it in a new spot. Oh, the magpies are aggressive. Yeah, I'm sort of limited on how much I can stream. It's just like 3 hours a day is kind of the max I can do before my legs cave out. And I found that out the other day. I might just, we'll do the right thing. Yeah, the other day on the way back, my legs were done. I was stuffed. But we did cop wind both ways that day. Maybe next time I'll go all the way to San Remo. It's funny, I checked the map, that spot where I turned around but it plays is like, over the next hill would have been the town. I could have just gone there and grabbed some food and had a rest. Instead I turned around like, what, at 98%?
said, considering the length of mine, typically I have only 1 day a week, RN.
Yeah, it's hard, especially if you've got a full-time job, like, you don't have time for anything.
Nothing to be sorry about, it was my choice in the end. Just wasn't working out, so just had to make the call. It is what it is, lol.
Fair enough. Is this dude letting me through? Yeah, cheers, man. I was in the wrong gear there. It took me a bit longer to get across than I wanted. Made that guy wait a bit. He'll be right. That's right, you're a single man again. The world is your oyster. Like, you know what, to be...
said, well guy, gonna run over pedestrians. Muted Plays said, some PPLS kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, now is like the time to be single in Japan because they're having all the hanami parties and stuff. All that's going on, so definitely a good opportunity there. Fuck, it's getting dark. I've got these goggles on, they fog up, so I can't really see shit. They fog up when I stop. One day I'll get like some proper like riding goggles.
Squall said, fucking Red Dog is talking like him gonna be out there trying to smash everything that moves, ha ha ha, in just gonna chill and be by myself for while, lol, well myself and Lamar, ha ha ha.
Yeah, anything Red Dog hit says, you gotta take with a grain of salt. That guy talks a big game. I like Red Dog, but he talks a lot of shit. But that's kind of like one of the reasons I like watching him. And then seeing Alpha like, you know, try tone it down around him. Because you just say like the wildest shit. And Alpha's like, oh no, it's not like that at all.
said, I haven't got bad luck with magpies yet when riding.
Magpies, in spring they'll get you. It depends though, some of them are like kind of tame. They're sort of like, Yeah, they're laid back, they know you. But then you get the really territorial ones. I know 2 spots here where they'll get you. Near the golf course and near the transformer pole that's sort of on the main road out of town. Those ones get real aggressive.
Paul said, ha ha ha, I asked him the other night, why does he talk so much shit in other people's stream but he's pretty tame on his own stream, ha ha ha.
Oh, he'll arc up a little bit on his own, but he's usually pretty laid back on his own streams. See, look, the cops are still out. They're everywhere tonight. They're out for blood. I've never seen so much police activity in this town. This is wild. Yeah, they're just...
Robin said, but damn, I went out last week cycling around a close suburb. I heard barking and saw this dog with no leash running to me. Back.
Oh, dogs will freak you out. I always try ding if I see like a dog off a leash so that their owners can call them over. But dogs are like, they just run after the bikes. But back there, that's a gym. So I don't know why the cops are going down there. I think they're out for like warrants or parking tickets.
Robin said, it was a little pomp. I was more like, seriously, than afraid.
Yeah, but even then, like, if they hit your bike, like they'll get hurt and stuff, and that's a whole thing you don't want to have to deal with. I just take it easy around other people's dogs. Some of them will like try bite you and stuff too. They start nipping their teeth at you. Yeah, I saw a bunch of cops on this road before as well.
Beauty Place said, never understood being afraid of dogs, myself.
It's usually like if you've been bitten as a kid.
Their jaw can be ripped off, same as anyone else's.
The dogs can do some damage, man. You get like a staffy or like a pit bull on you, like you're getting stitches. Usually little dogs are worse behaved than the big dogs. Because at least with a big dog, people know, oh, this is dangerous, we've got to train it, we've got to do all the right things. Little dogs are like, it's small, I can just yell at it. And then you get like, you know, these little feisty things that just don't know how to behave.
Sarah Sashobin said, oh yeah, it was my first time being chased by one. I never had a problem with dogs before.
My dogs will chase me around the backyard on the bike.
Beauty Place said, shove your arm down their throat. They aren't doing much of anything.
Like most dogs are pretty sociable. But you do get the occasional person who'll have like an aggressive dog and, you know, they take it to a dog park and all sorts of shit happens. You just gotta be, you know, have your wits about you. All right, where's my bench? Should be up here. There we go. Yeah, this was only meant to be a short stream. I was gonna do one loop around town and come home. But, you know, as usual, I'm kind of glad I kept it going. It's always fun. All right, let's see who we can raid out to. I wonder who's on. I think Jonan is still on. She started just as I was like about to start. We'll see if I can find who else. Yeah, there she is.
Beauty Place said, then again, I'm that guy. Dude says, my dog doesn't like new PPL.
Yes.
Just lays on my lap, tongue out, tail wagging.
Takes a while for some dogs to warm up to people.
Sarah Sashobin said, I learnt a trick. If you see one coming at ya, you got to lift one leg up to a side kicking position. It'll focus on that. Good if you got boots on.
Okay, I never knew that.
Yeah, they just got to a pub. Beauty Place said, Junan and Bag Lady.
Yeah, we'll go with Jonan. I always feel bad streaming at the same time she does, because like, you know, in Twitch it shows you like where your audience is from, and it's like 50% is hers, so I think it's fair enough to like send everyone back to her. But I'm gonna have to raid and run. I'll get going, I'll get home and I'll jump on when I get there. Shouldn't take me too long. But yeah, appreciate you guys all popping in today, coming along. It's definitely more fun than I thought it would be.
Beauty Place said, yeah, but at some point you just gotta do your own thing.
Yeah, true. And like some people, they just stream all the time, so you can't just dance around them. Ooh, what's that? That sounds good. So I think it's a...
Beauty Place said, I try to make rounds when I watch PPL.
Yeah, same. I just, you know, I can watch like more than one person. Is this going to open? No, hang on. We'll go to my one and then I'll accelerate it. I did say it was
User
going.
play said, that Dobry Iveka all.
Here we go. Accelerate it. Let's mute that for now. All right, guys, I'll catch you over there in a few minutes if you're still on. We'll see you there. Oh man, it was basically ready to go. There we go, right in 10 seconds. It should be there like right away. Oh, of course I get hit with an ad. Oh man, these bugs. Right, let's turn all this off. It's a spider web.